morning. Welcome to the Table Talk with Bob Colbert. I'm your host, Bob Colbert. I hope you're having a great Saturday morning. We're in Los Angeles, looking out the window. Looks like the sun's shining and fair weather. A little chilly, but it's getting towards spring. I have seen some flowers starting to pop out. In our backyard, we have rose bushes and stuff. They pretty well bloomed during the whole winter. Wow. So I was thrilled on that. So had a little color instead of everything looking dead. So anyway, when I started, last week we had the Super Bowl 58 game, and of course, Kansas City Chiefs won that game. Had a few little controversies that happened, and then we had the tragedy with the Super Bowl parade shooting. So I thought I'd just pick up off of a positive and kind of just talk about what kind of happened in the aftermath on the Super Bowl game. Okay. So the first thing, what I'll do is I'll just go to the full camera, and I'll just pull it over. So what we'll be talking about are, oops, let me get organized. Sorry, I gotta pull this over where I can deal. What's the problem? I can't see. Oh, okay, there we go. Just need to. We'll have to pull this down. Sorry, guys. So I can. There we go. It's ridiculous. Anywho, so kind of the first thing to discuss will be, we'll start with kind of the positive. So in the aftermath, Taylor Swift made it from Japan after going over there for a concert. Flew back. I think it took 16 hours across the Pacific to get here to Nevada, Las Vegas, to watch the game. But so anyway, during the first controversy, you may have noticed on the sideline in the first half. I don't know if I think it was the first quarter. It could have been the second quarter. I'm losing track on that. But if you remember, Travis Kelce was obviously very upset. Went over to the sideline in an angry, very angry mood, and pushed or bumped into the head coach, Andy Reid, and started yelling at him and stuff. And from everything that I've been reading on it, the problem was he wasn't playing in the game, so he wasn't being a game changer or impactful for the Super Bowl game. He was pretty upset about that, which I can understand. I mean, he's paid a lot of money, and he's high profile and very good player, and so not sure what the dynamics of that was going on as to why he wasn't being able to play, but it is what it is. So my thoughts on that was, I don't think that's very respectful. When you're growing up as a child, you want to respect your parents. When you're in school and you're playing on teams, you want to respect your fellow players, and you want to respect your coaches. and stuff. So, and when you get out into the real world with paying jobs and stuff, generally want you to respect your fellow employees and respect your managers in the same manner. So I think the point is, I think he could have kind of cooled off and maybe just went over to him and talked to him. I know he was busy and stuff, and say, "Hey, coach, play me," without the extreme controversy on that. So anyway, so what I'll do is I wanted to talk a little bit about who is Travis Kelce, first of all. So just for those that don't know who I'm talking about. So I'm reading from the Wikipedia. So this is what he looks like. And his number is 87 on Kansas City Chiefs, plays for the NFL. He's currently dating Taylor Swift. And anyway, he does have a brother who recently retired from the NFL himself. But anyway, let's do a little reading just to kind of familiarize a little background. So Travis Michael Kelce, he was born October 5th, 1989. He's an American football tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs of the NFL. He was selected by the Chiefs in the third round of the 2013 NFL Draft and later won Super Bowls 54, I believe it was, 56, and, or excuse me, 7, and 58. So 3. Wow. So he played college football for the Cincinnati Bearcats, considered one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Kelce's a 9-time Pro Bowler. Really? I didn't know that. Pro Bowler. Wow. Did not know that. And a 4-time first-team All-Pro selection. He holds the NFL records for the most consecutive and most overall seasons with 1,000 receiving yards by tight end, 7 of those. He holds the record for most receiving yards by a tight end in a single season with 1,416 in 2020. Despite playing in only 15 games during the 2022 season, Kelce became the 5th NFL tight end to reach 10,000 career receiving yards and reach the milestone faster than any tight end in the NFL history. Kelce was named to the NFL 2010s All-Decade team. During the 2023 season, he surpassed Jerry Rice in career playoff receptions en route to the Super Bowl 58, his 4th Super Bowl appearance in 5 seasons. And outside football, Kelce has appeared on reality and scripted television and in advertisements. I certainly have seen him in some commercials. He co-hosts the podcast New Heights with his brother Jason, covering topics from football to popular culture. I'll have to watch that podcast. So since 2023, Kelce's personal life has drawn some widespread media coverage due to his relationship with singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. Yeah. Kelce was born October 5th, 1989, again in Westlake, Ohio. His father, Ed Kelce, is a sales rep in the steel industry, and his mother, Dinah, is a former bank executive. Kelce's older brother, Jason Kelce, is also a professional football player who plays center for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's retired this season. Kelce attended Cleveland Heights High School in his hometown of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, where he was a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and baseball. And now bowling, apparently. Selling at football, he was a 3-year letter winner as quarterback for the Tigers and recognized with All Lake Erie league honors, totaling 2,539 yards of total offense as a senior. He ran 1,016 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns, 3 for 1,523 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions in 2007. So, yeah. Considered a two-star recruit by Rivals.com, Kelsey was accepted a scholarship offer from the University of Cincinnati over offers from Akron, Eastern Michigan, Miami, Ohio. He joined his brother, Jason Kelsey, who was the starting left guard for the Bearcats. After redshirting in 2008, he appeared in 11 games, playing at tight end, quarterback out of the Wildcat formation. He tallied 8 rushes for 47 yards and touchdowns, along with 1 reception for 3 yards in 2009. In the following season, he did not play due to a violation of team rules, which was later revealed to be a failing drug test by testing positive for marijuana. After serving 1 year suspension, Kelsey was back on the team to start the 2011 season. For the season, he saw action in games as tight end and recorded 13 catches, totaling 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. In his last collegiate season, he set a personal career high in receptions, 45, and receiving yards, 722 yards per reception, 16, and receiving touchdowns, 8. He also earned first-team all-conference honors. In March 2013, Kelsey was named winner of the College Football Performance Awards Tight End of the Year for 2012. Kelsey then graduated in 2022 with a Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree. Not sure what that is. All right. Well, and this is kind of let me pull this over. This is like a little synopsis, summary of what I just read. So his position's tight end, born in 89. He's 6'5", 250 pounds. High school was Cleveland Heights, college Cincinnati. NFL, he was a 3rd round pick, 2013, I think, pick 63. Career history's been all with the Kansas City Chiefs 2013 to present, and he's active. There you go. 3-time Super Bowl champion. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And all that in 2013. Wow. That's amazing. And he's a Pro Bowler. Okay. Well, go now and kind of look at who is Taylor Swift. We all know who she is. She's a very popular, very wealthy singer-songwriter, American singer. So, but let's read a little bit about her. So, Taylor Allison Swift, born December 13, 1989, is an American singer-songwriter. Her versatile in artistry, songwriting, entrepreneurship has vastly influenced the music industry and popular culture, and her life is subject to widespread media coverage. Swift began text under UASB license. So is there, let me get to, okay. So Swift began her professional songwriting career at 14 years old, signed with Big Machine Records in 2005 to become a country singer. She released 6 studio albums under that label, 4 of them to country radio, starting with Taylor Swift 2006. Her next was Fearless in 2008, explored country pop and its singles Love Story and You Belong With Me, catapulted her to mainstream fame. Speak Now in 2010 infused rock influences, and Red in 2012. She experimented with the electronic elements and features Swift's first Billboard Hot 100 #1 song, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. She departed from her country image in 1989, and in 2014, her country was that's the song, 1989. Sorry, that was in 2014. Synth pop album, sort of like cyberpunk synth pop. Album supported by the chart-topping songs "Shake It Off," "Blank Space," and "Bad Blood." Media scrutiny inspired the hip-hop influenced Reputation in 2017, and its #1 single, "Look What You Made Me Do." After signing with Republic Records in 2018, Swift released the eclectic pop album "Lover" and the autobiographical documentary "Miss Americana" in 2020. She explores indie folk styles on the 2020 albums "Folklore" and "Evermore," subdued electropop on Midnight's 2022, and recorded 4 albums subtitled Taylor's Version after a dispute with Big Machine. These albums spawned the #1 songs "Cruel Summer," "Cardigan," "Willow," "Anti-Hero," "All Too Well," and "It's All Over Now." Her Eras Tour, 2023 through 2024, which she's currently on, just recently went to Japan, Tokyo, I believe it was, and his accompanying concert film became the highest grossing tour and concert film of all time. Respectfully, Swift has directed several music videos and films such as "Folklore," "The Long Pond Studio Session" 2020, and "All Too Well," the short film 2021. She's one of the world's best-selling musicians, with over 200 million records sold as of 2019. Swift has been named Global Recording Artist of the Year 3 times by the International Federation of Phonographic Industry. 6 of her albums have opened with over 1 million in sales in a week. She's the highest grossing female touring act, the most streamed woman on Spotify and Apple Music, and the first billionaire. And the last figure I heard was 1.5 billion, with music as the main source of the income. 2023 Time Person of the Year, Swift has appeared on lists such as Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time, Billboard's Greatest of All Time Artists, and Forbes' World's 100 Most Powerful Women. Her accolades include 14 Grammy Awards. Can you believe that? 14 Grammy Awards. Featuring a record 4 Album of the Year wins, a Primetime Emmy Award, 40 American Music Awards, 40 Billboard Music Awards, 23 MTV Video Music Awards. Wow. Just a little bit about her early life. Taylor Swift was born December 13, 1989 in West Reading, Pennsylvania. She's named after singer-songwriter James Taylor. Her father, Scott Kensington Swift, is a former stockbroker for Merrill Lynch, and her mother, Andrea Gardner Swift, Nellie Finlay, worked for a time as mutual fund marketing executive. Now I know where she's getting her business acumen. Taylor has a younger brother, actor Austin Swift. Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough for that. I guess that's their early childhood home. Let me pull that over there so you can see a little bit. So it looks like a Georgian-style house in Wilmington, Pennsylvania. Wow. That's amazing. As young as she is, how much she has accomplished is just incredible. I salute her. Man. And you know, if you think about it, this is a lifetime's worth of recognition and awards for anybody. And here she's still very young in prime time. I mean, she could go all the way to 70 years old. Isn't that amazing? Whew. Oh my God. All right, so wanted to cover a little bit about Andy Reid. He's the head coach, just a little bit. So let me get a little bit here. So Andy Reid, this is a picture of him right there. So he's the head coach of Kansas City Chiefs. So his name's Andrew Walter Reid, born March 19, 1958. He's an American football coach who is the head coach for Kansas City Chiefs of the NFL. Reid was previously head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles from 1999 to 2012. From 2001 to 2012, he was also the Eagles' executive vice president of football operations. He's the only NFL coach to win 100 games and appear in 4 consecutive conference championships with 2 different franchises. Reid began his professional coaching career with the Green Bay Packers, where he served as offensive assistant from 92 to 1998 and was a member of the team that won the Super Bowl 31. He held his first head coaching position with the Eagles in 1999, who became perennial postseason contenders under his leadership. All right. And this is kind of, let me pull this over so you can see. Here's a little summary of him. That's what he looks like. Head coach, born in 1958, age 65. Went to John Marshall High School in Los Angeles. Attended Glendale Community College and BYU. And there's his career history as a coach right there. Right now, it's Kansas City Chiefs 2013 present. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, with the Super Bowl 58 being the latest, and he also won last year's, so back to back. He's AP and FL coach of the year 2002. His head coaching record regular season was 258 to 144 and 1 tie. That's a .641 winning record. Postseason play, he's won 26 games, 16 losses with a .619, basically .62. That's a winning record. Career record is 284 wins, 160 losses, 1 tie, for an overall .639. Let's call it .64. So he too is at the pinnacle of his career. Looks like at age 65, it's kind of probably getting toward retirement. So time. I would imagine. I'm not saying anybody should retire. All right, so the unfortunate thing that happened that I wanted to just kind of, banter about a little bit was, so they won, Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, 58, and I think it was the following day or the next day, they had a parade, like they always do, Super Bowl parade, and that was upended by a terror of mass shooting. How unfortunate. One woman was killed, 22 or 3 were injured. Some are in critical conditions. Some of those are kids, children. I believe if at last reading they've arrested 2 people, and it was all stemmed from an argument. Wow. Woman lost her life for an argument. Wow. Yeah. Said on Friday, authorities said 2 juveniles were charged with gun-related resisting arrest charges. Additional charges are expected. Yeah, very sad. Over Super Bowl trophy, Vince Lombardi trophy. Well, I guess we'll see if the relationship with Kelsey and Swift continues. You're already hearing rumors that they're breaking up, and who knows, and stuff. But whatever the deal is, all 3 of the people cited, Travis Kelce and Andy Reid and Taylor Swift, are extremely successful people at the pinnacle of their careers. And it's just amazing what all have accomplished. And there's Patrick Mahomes. So I would put him in there as well, although I was kind of focused on these 3. But, you know, he has an amazing record, too, worthy of a separate. And I may talk next week about Patrick Mahomes' impact to the game. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for the table talk today. So let me get back to the studio. So I'll say it's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. So wherever you are on planet Earth, I hope you're at peace, not at war. And I wish you the best. So, hi, Joyce Mason, my biggest fan. And I wish y'all a great Saturday morning. And see you next week at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the Table Talk podcast with Bob Colbert. Again, I'm your host, Bob Colbert. So y'all take care, my friends. See you later. What you do, you want to me, but I can't let it go so easily until I see what it could be eternity or just a week. We know our chemistry is off the chain, it's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do your thing, we'll see how we go.